What's up, guys? My name's Lurksy. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a fucking fantastic day. I am really hungover right now. I apologize for not uploading a story of my life for probably like the past 2-3 weeks, maybe. I do really apologize for that. I was sick for about 2 weeks. All throughout Thanksgiving. I didn't get to spend it with my family. I hope you guys all had a fucking fantastic Thanksgiving. I hope you had plenty to eat, plenty to drink. I hope you saw your family and your friends, your close ones, your loved ones. Because I fucking didn't. I spent mine in a bed, absolutely fucking dead. I didn't have COVID. Thought I did. Tested twice, and both of them came back negative. So I'm pretty sure I just had like bronchitis or something. Either way, I was absolutely fucked. But I hope yours was good. And we're right back at it. So today's story of my life, I think it's a pretty fun one. It was an interesting night, that is for sure. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so today's story of my life takes place. Oh boy, this is after I graduate high school. I'm almost certain. And pretty much, let's see. Man, this was a work night too. Oh, this is when I like got my new job and everything. This was a work night. So pretty much my best friend Josh, his brother Jeremy, was flying back from Arizona, and we were going to pick him up. All right, we were going to the Richmond airport in Virginia to go pick him up. Like, pretty simple. Should be an easy task. But you know, me and my friends, we're kind of fucking like cursed. Like every time we have a plan or we're gonna do something, it never goes smoothly. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. It never goes smoothly. There's always a fucking issue somewhere down the road. We're always getting fucked in the ass by something. The universe is always against us. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, it's a normal drive. It's like, I want to say like probably like 8 o'clock at night or something. Maybe 7, something like that. We're going to drive to pick him up, and we're on our way. And I think we take like a slight back road to get to the airport, which is fine until it's not. I shit you not. We were maybe like a mile from the airport, by the way. So Josh is driving. I'm in the passenger seat. We're listening to music, having a good time. It's fucking pitch black outside. There's not a lot of cars on the road, but there's plenty. We were coming up this hill that is going to put you on the main road that you would just take straight to the airport. So we're coming up on this hill. We drive up the hill, and since it's a hill, we can't really see above the hill. And what is waiting for us is a massive dead deer corpse. Not on the side of the road, in the middle of the motherfucking road. Now, by this time, I've already had my experience with deers, okay? I can talk about those later, because, you know, I live in Virginia. I live in the fucking country. I live in a shitty-ass small town that's, like, surrounded by bigger towns that are almost cities. So, yeah, I know all about fucking deer, but yeah, it wasn't alive. Thank God, to be honest. We are glad that, you know, we're grateful that it wasn't a live deer that jumped across the road and then we crashed into it. But, you know, Josh got this little Honda. The Element is what it's called. Like those little square box cars that were made for surfers, right? That's the kind of car he's driving. And this car's already kind of fucked up as it is. So, yeah, we run over a deer. We clearly feel it under our asses. Like, it made us bounce. And then Josh's like, what was that? I'm like, I think you ran over a deer, but I think you're good. I think everything's all good. So we're like, okay. So he continues driving. Everything is not all good. We feel one of the tires start, like, stuttering. And we pull off on the side of the road. And, yeah, you can see the fucking flesh from the deer wrapped around his left back axle. But what we didn't know was later to come. We just knew the tire was fucked. So now we're stranded on the side of the road, about an hour from home. And we're confused. We're pretty young. We don't know what to do. Like, we were like 18, 19. And we... It is freezing fucking cold this night, by the way. Like, it is so fucking cold. I think we were also running low on gas at the same time, so that made it perfect. So, yeah. It's freezing cold. Josh was working for Dish at the time, so he goes ahead and gets me out one of his Dish jackets, and I just have this giant fucking 2X Dish jacket on me. We're on the side of the road. It's cold. You know, he's calling his parents. We're trying to get everything figured out. Jeremy's literally, like, probably at the airport at this time or whatever. And it was a difficult time trying to get in touch with his parents, and he was trying to get someone to come out there, and we're fucking dumb 19-year-olds who don't know how to put on a fucking tire on a car because we're introvert degenerates who stay inside and play video games all day and don't know much about the outside world. So, yeah, we did not know how to fucking take a tire off and put it back on. We do now, though. So that's pretty cool. His stepdad did eventually come and teach us. But before that, we were kind of parked on the side of the road where you would have to turn into the median to, like, turn around. And so, yes, eventually a cop had to come take a look at what we were doing on the side of the road. And we explained to him, and he was like, you're going to have to move it or whatever. And we're like, we can't really move it. The tire's, like, fucked. We're waiting for his, stepdad to come down and help us out. And eventually, yeah, his stepdad comes out and helps us out, and then we figure out what really is fucked with the tire. So, like I said, the flesh was, like, wrapped around the fur, and everything was, like, wrapped around the axle. But no, the worst part is when we ran over that deer, we clearly ran over a thick, sharp bone that we either broke while running over it or it was already exposed, because that motherfucker pierced right through his tire and was sitting inside the tire. So the tire immediately popped when we ran it over. So yeah, everything was not okay. But eventually we call our friend Jade, and this is the biggest help ever. We're able to take what little juice we have and drive it up to the gas station. Josh's stepdad had to go pick up Jeremy instead. There was not enough room in his truck for all of us to fucking go back home. Keep in mind, this is a work night. It's already like 10 o'clock at this point. So we just drive it up, barely, very slowly, hazards on, to the fucking gas station. And this is the best part. Richie, our friend Jade's dad, he is an absolute godsend for doing this. He drove like a good fucking ways to come get us. I can't remember if he was at his house. If so, that was like an hour. But if he was at the other house, then it was like 2-hour drive to come get us. So it's just Josh and I, and we're in the back. We're just chilling in the fucking element in the gas station parking lot. His stepdad had already called, tow service to take it the next morning. So we're just sitting in this car, fucking sleeping, freezing our asses off, waiting for our knight in shiny armor, Richie, to come save us. And he was with Jade as well, I think, yeah. And yeah, he came all the way out there to come get us and bring us home, which is insane. And it's one of the reasons why we like consider him like, another father figure to us, because he's been there for us for a lot of different things. Like, the house I live in is his home that he allows all of us to rent it from him, which is amazing, because real estate sucks, houses are expensive, and apartments are worse. It's a horrible time period to be in for all us young adults who just graduated out of high school, maybe a good 3-4 years ago till now. All of us trying to become independent, and the entire world and the industry and the economy fighting the fuck against us. It's rough. So all of you out there who are going through it, hey, I'm right here with you. Believe me, trying to make ends meet, trying to give a good Christmas to my loved ones. It's rough. So yeah, he eventually comes and gets us and takes us home. And the people tow his car the next day, and everything's all good. He had to get a new tire, and eventually he got a new tire, and it was all good. But what could have been a simple fucking trip to the airport to pick up his brother and bring him home had to turn into one of the most excruciating, anxiety-inducing nights ever. Very cold, very wet because it was raining. Yeah, not fun. But we were safe. Everything was good. If it wasn't a live deer that ran across the road and we hit it, we may not be here, to be honest, depending if it was a buck especially. Yeah, I don't know how well that would have went. But yeah, guys, that's it. I know it's not super crazy. It's nothing drug related, but not everything's gonna be drug related. These are just stories from my life that I want to be able to save because my memory is going out the fucking door. So, yeah. That's about it. That's been today's story of my life. Let me know, if you, I'm sure plenty of you hit deer out there. Let me know any of your stories of you hitting a deer, getting maybe stuck and stranded on the side of the road with no help. I am down to read that shit. So, yeah, that's it. That's gonna be today's story of my life. If you did enjoy, please comment, subscribe, join the lurk line. As always, wish you have a good time. Stay on my channel for my content. That's been it. Peace. Also, be safe on the roads out there, especially at night. Bye.